Hello, and welcome back to Gyeongbuk English. In this video, I will be showing you how to navigate the fourth generation of NEIS. Here is a quick overview of the topics that will be covered in this video. Feel free to skip ahead to the section you need. NEIS stands for the National Education Information System and is operated by the Ministry of Education to maintain all public school student and employee records. The system is only accessible in Korean and is the reason many Korean co-teachers manage entries for guest English teachers. However, it is liberating to be able to independently manage your time off, business trips, and access your monthly salary statements. To log into NEIS, you will require a username, password, and GPKI certificate. Many schools set up an account when guest English teachers first receive their resident card. If you are not currently in possession of these can be requested from your co-teacher. When using the Gyeongbuk Work Portal or NEIS, it is recommended that you use Microsoft Edge. To access the Gyeongbuk Work Portal, open Microsoft Edge and enter the following URL into the search bar. Then click the Login button. If you encounter this message, don't worry. The page is loading and should clear within a few moments. As part of security measures, the program will search for your GPKI certificate. If this is already on your computer hard drive, it should automatically appear. If you work between multiple schools, you may prefer to keep a copy of your certificate on your USB or phone. In this case, the storage device should be connected to the computer and the location checked to locate the certificate. If you are working at a computer used by several members of staff, there may be multiple certificates. Select your certificate by clicking on the name and then enter your password. Finally, click Enter to sign in. When the page loads, click the 4th Generation NEIS tab. Here we have the main page that you will often use. At the top of the page there is a timer. You will be logged out automatically after 60 minutes of inactivity. On the left side of the screen we have the basic menu. In this video we will focus on the service and salary tabs. Instead of having to request your monthly salary statement from the administration office via your co-teacher or the school messenger, you can easily view it on NEIS. From the main page, click Salary. A drop-down menu will appear with two options. Click Option 2, Salary. Another drop-down menu will open. Here, click the first option, My Salary Statement. A new page will open. Here we have the option to select which monthly statement to view. Click the calendar icon to select the month and then search. The salary statement for the selected month will automatically generate. You have the option to view the statement within NEIS, save to your computer in a number of formats, or print a copy. If you choose the Save option, the file will automatically save to the Downloads folder on the computer. You can then rename this and move to a designated folder. Here is a sample salary statement. The layout may vary slightly between schools. If we zoom in, we can see the statement includes salary details, tax deductions and other deductions, such as health insurance and national pension. At the bottom of the page, base salary, multiple school, rural bonus, housing stipend, health insurance, and national pension are outlined. This section will guide you through the application for paid leave. Before entering any application on NEIS, discuss leave with your co-teacher and receive verbal approval. Please note that requests for leave may be denied if the leave period interferes with the smooth operation of the school. On the left side of the screen, select Service from the basic menu. Then select the first option, Management of Individual Work. The green tab allows you to download an Excel file documenting all registered leave. Click the fifth blue tab, Apply. Another window will pop up. This is where you will enter all the information about your leave. At the top of the page, there will be a breakdown of the different types of leave you have used. Underneath this box, we will enter details of paid leave. From the first drop-down menu, we can see all the types of leave that can be applied for. Note that guest English teachers should not use public officials' leave. Select paid leave. In the next box, choose the type of leave you will apply for. For 1 full day of leave, select paid leave. Add the start date and time, and the end date and time. Be sure to check the period of leave registered by the system. Do not include weekends in applications for paid leave. The system will automatically deduct 2 days from your contracted paid leave days. Add your phone number and any comment. Check with your co-teacher if you are required to enter any specific information here. There is a Do Not Share option which allows you to hide the period of leave from the daily work status list. This means that other teachers at your school will not be able to view some information about your leave. This section will guide you through the application for early leave. This type of leave can be used for errands such as visiting the bank or leaving work early after your students have finished their exams. A total of 8 hours of leave will be counted as 1 day and be deducted from the contracted paid leave days. Before entering anything onto NEIS, discuss leave with your co-teacher and receive verbal approval. Please note that requests for leave may be denied if the leave period interferes with the smooth operation of the school schedule. The green tab allows you to download an Excel file of all registered leave. Click the fifth blue tab, Apply. On the left side of the screen, select Service from the basic menu, then select the first tab, Management of Individual Work. Another window will pop open. This is where you'll enter all the information about your leave. At the top of the page, there will be a breakdown of the different types of leave you have used. Under this box, we will enter details of the paid leave. From the first drop-down menu, we can see all the types of leave that can be applied for. Note that guest English teachers should not use public officials' leave. Select paid leave. In the next box, choose the type of paid leave you will apply for. Add the start date and time, and end date and time. Check the period of leave registered by the system. Add your phone number. Next, you're required to enter a reason for leaving work early and where you will go. Check how much detail you're expected to input. It may be that you will have to disclose the reason to your co-teacher or principal, but the NEIS entry can be more general. Here the reason is listed as personal and destination is nearby the workplace. If you are required to enter more detailed information in this section, you can always check the Do Not Share boxes to hide the information from the daily work status schedule that can be accessed and viewed by all other teachers working at your school. Double check all the details and skip to the Submit a Request section. This section will guide you through the application for sick leave. If you are unable to attend work, inform your co-teacher within 1 hour of your scheduled start time. Your co-teacher will enter the sick day on NEIS, either accessing your account if they have your login information or by proxy. If you are able to teach your scheduled classes but leave afterwards, this will also be entered into NEIS as sick leave. A total of 8 hours of sick leave, including early leave, arriving late, going out, will be counted as one sick day. The green tab allows you to download an Excel file documenting all registered leave. Click the fifth blue tab to apply. On the left side of the screen, select Service from the basic menu, then select the first option, Management of Individual Work. Another window will pop open. This is where you will enter all the information about your leave. From the first drop-down menu, we can see all types of leave that can be applied for. Note that guest English teachers should not use public officials' leave. Select Sick Leave. In the next box, choose the type of sick leave you will apply for. Add the start date and time and end date and time. Check the period of leave registered by the system. Then add your phone number. Next, you are required to enter a reason for leaving work early and where you will go. Check with your co-teacher how much detail you are expected to enter. It may be that you have to disclose the reason to your co-teacher or principal, but the NEIS entry can be more general. Here, the reason is listed as attending the hospital, and the destination is nearby the workplace, followed by the hospital name. If you are required to enter more detailed information in this section, you can check the Do Not Share boxes to hide information from the daily work status schedule that can be accessed and viewed by all other teachers at the school. Double check all the details and skip to the Submit a Request section. This section will guide you through the application for a business trip. Business trips cover activities and events during regular working hours occurring outside of your assigned workplace. This type of leave should be used for visiting your travel schools, attending an open class, or a contract signing workshop. Please note that an official notice from the host via Gyeongbuk work portal is required for some of these business trips. On the left side of the screen, select Service from the basic menu, then select the fourth option, Management of Individual Business Trip. The green tab allows you to download an Excel file documenting all registered leave. Click the fifth blue tab to apply. In the first section, enter the date and time of the business trip. There are several types of business trip: intracity, intercity, overseas, and ones pertaining to training. Business trips to your travel school are categorised as intercity business trips, as the work is happening within the same city. Guest English teachers are provided with a multiple school bonus each month, so the exclusion of travel expenses box should always be checked. On this point, it is important to note that travel expenses cannot be claimed for travel within the city you are based. Business trips which occur outside of your city should be entered as intercity trips on NEIS. For intercity business trips, do not check the exclusion of travel expenses box. Be sure to retain any travel receipts and submit these to the administration office at your main school for reimbursement. Reimbursement of travel expenses generally only covers public transport, for example bus, train and subway. If you intend to use your car to travel to the business trip destination, check with your school about the possibility of reimbursement in advance and remember to fuel up in the city you are visiting. Receipts will be checked against the NEIS entry and any errors may result in delayed payment. Continuing on with the business trip details, we also have the Do Not Share option. If these boxes are checked, the information will be hidden from the daily work schedule which details all registered leave at your school that day. Next, enter your phone number, destination, which will be the travel school name, and the purpose of the visit, English teacher's class. When you are finished, double check all the details are correct. This section will guide you through the submission of your request for leave. Before submitting your request, find out who you should send your application to. Requests are typically signed off by 2 or more people, for example, your co-teacher and vice principal. The names of approvers are subject to change. After checking all the details of your leave, click the blue Request Approval button at the bottom of the screen. The first person you will search for is the person who will review your application. This will most likely be your co-teacher. You can search for their NEIS ID in English if you know it, or their name in Korean. After typing their ID or name, click Search. The person's information will then appear in the middle of the screen. If there is more than one person with the same name, check their position. Ask your co-teacher for their ID to ensure you select the correct person. On the search screen, the Approve option is automatically selected. Double-click the person's name to add them to the application. Repeat this step to add the second person. Here we can see that both people have been assigned as approvers. However, one person should be the reviewer and the second the approver who gives the final sign-off. There are 2 approaches to amend this. The first is to manually change Approve to Review. This can be done during the initial search for the reviewer's name. After you have found the first person, for example your co-teacher, check the Review button. Then double-click the person's name to add it to the application. Now we can see Review beside their name. Search for the second name. Once identified, ensure the Approve button is selected. Double-click the person's name to add it to the application, and then you will see Approve beside their name. Check the details and click Save. The second option is to allow the system to automatically assign designation based on the order you add the person's name. For example, the first person is the reviewer, the second person is the approver. In this example, each person has Approve beside their name. When saving, the system will alert you that it intends to change anyone who is not the final approver to a reviewer. Here we can see the system has automatically changed the designation. This alert is informing us that the person who should give final approval is absent. They may be attending a business trip and unable to approve your application that same day. In this case, it would be best to speak with your co-teacher to determine whether or not someone else should be added to the application. The system will then ask if you would like to apply for leave. After applying, a message will appear informing you the application is complete. When the notification is closed, you will be returned to the main page. Here, the status of the application can be checked. For the application that was just submitted, the status is submitted, awaiting approval. This means it has been sent to the first person for review. Below is an example of an application that has been approved. If you accidentally close the screen or get signed out, the application will save as a draft. Drafts are easily identified as the leave period is underlined. Double-click to resume the application. Alternatively, you can select the checkbox and click Delete. It is only possible to recall a request that has not been signed off by the reviewer or the approver. For submitted requests that have already been signed off, the final person must cancel the request and submit a reason for the cancellation. Changing the date will allow you to see all applications for leave during a certain time period. Applications that have been approved cannot be cancelled. You must speak to your co-teacher or the final approver to undo approval. Applications that have been submitted and are awaiting approval can still be recalled. Select the checkbox of the application you would like to recall and click the Recall button. A notification will ask if you would like to recall the application. After clicking Yes, another notification will show the application has been recalled. Back on the main Submitted Applications page, the status will have changed to Cancelled. You can then select the checkbox and click Delete, or double-click to open the application and click the Delete button. You will be asked if you would like to delete the approval documents. Check Yes. A notification will then show approval documents have been deleted. Click X to close the tab. This section will briefly cover the daily work status schedule. When applying for leave, the application requests information such as the period, reason, and destination. Applications for leave from everyone at your school are added to the daily work status schedule. This helps other teachers to know who is not at work during certain times or who is not available that day. For example, if the principal is on a business trip. While most of the details pertaining to business trips are mundane, reasons for sick leave or early leave may be a little more sensitive, and it's understandable you don't want everyone at work to know these more personal details. By selecting the Do Not Share option when creating your application, these details will be omitted. Other staff at the school will be able to see that you are not at school for a general reason, for example a business trip or sick leave, but they will be unable to see other sensitive details. Remember to consult your co-teacher before applying for leave and with any NEIS related questions. I hope this video was helpful and makes you feel more confident using NEIS. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel.